Good morning. I just woke it up. She wants me to pet her stomach, but I just woke up. I have a lot of stuff I gotta do today. Last night I fed my sourdough starter, panuelo, and I'm gonna make some bread, get a haircut, and a couple other things I want to do today. But here's my sourdough starter, and I'm gonna get some bread going.
What's up, you guys? It's me, AJ, the Homey Homie. I'm gonna try and do a voiceover, and I'm not gonna be very good at it. One, because, well, this is my first time, and two, because I stutter like a mofo. Anyway, for those of you who might not know, sourdough is bread that's naturally leavened, and that means that it does not use commercial yeast that you would buy from a packet at the grocery store. Instead, it uses a starter, and what starter is like a paste that you can make at home, and it's a fermented mixture of flour and water that contains wild yeast and good bacteria. This is what you're going to use to give rise to your bread, and it's what gives sourdough that awesome tangy flavor and great chew. And also, as long as you properly maintain your sourdough starter, it can live indefinitely. There's a lot of people who pass it down from generation to generation as an heirloom. And my little guy, Panuelo, he's just a baby, but he makes some damn good loaves. I ain't even gonna lie. So, people have been enjoying naturally leavened bread like sourdough since the beginning of time. And I think that's absolutely amazing. I think it's an awesome way for everybody to be able to connect themselves with history and to be able to actually enjoy something that has gone relatively unchanged for millennia. So aside from just being fun to make, there are some health benefits to eating sourdough bread. And it's believed that compared to like store-bought bread, it's better because of the higher levels of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. In a world where all of our food is pumped full of preservatives and added BS, the fermentation process allows the nutrients to get kind of a head start on digestion, and thanks to the good bacteria, can help break them down into a smaller unit for your body to more easily absorb, making it way more nutritious than any of that junk you buy from the grocery store. For me, y'all, making a couple loaves of sourdough is my therapy. Waking up at 6 a.m. to get the dough started, it's so easy for me to do. I know making bread seems so out of reach for many people, and especially beginner cooks, and I get it. But let me tell you, most of the hard part is in the time you spend waiting and in between folding and the rises. I'd say it took me 3 or 4 times to get Instagram-worthy pictures of my loaves, but every time, the bread was delicious.
And speaking of delicious, your boy is back. Yeah, this is Ricky. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but just thought I'd drop in and give you guys a little commentary. And back to you, AJ.
Back to me?
Mm-hmm.
No, that was nothing.
So,
How are
did your
you?
little love of cooking come from?
Where did it come from?
Yes.
My love of cooking, oh my gosh, I could cry. Since the beginning of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to my grandma's house in El Mirage and her always having food. There was always something on the stove, and we always went there just to be around them and to eat. And that's just kind of like a core memory for me. I remember going to the fiestas, and my grandma would work them. And my mom would go and help out. My tias would all be there helping, and the kids were just running around acting crazy. But it was like the best, like I said, a core memory in my life. So I think ever since I was little, it's just, I've always been around people who are cooking. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember your grandma. She used to like hook it up every time you guys would have a party. And you know the Mexican parties be crazy big, especially with your family. And yeah, she would always get down with all kinds of Mexican food. It was really good.
You know, sometimes when I get drunk and I talk about food, I like to cry. Well, I don't like to. It just
I know how passionate you get.
It just-
about it, yeah.
be the tears be flowing. The tears be flowing.
Mm-hmm.
But for me personally, I genuinely think that food is the most intimate form of love, because I think
Yeah, and that shows. Like every time like you do cook, or even for my family or whatever, they could tell that a lot of love went into it. Like even like with Thanksgiving and stuff, like
oh yeah,
the green bean casserole, the cornbread, like we never made that. It was always just like green beans from a can, corn from a can.
oh hell no. Also, I changed all y'all life. I changed all your guys' life
Yeah, no, it was good. So
with
now
that
it's
green
like-
bean casserole.
Right, and it's like kind of a staple now in our family with the green bean casserole.
Mm-hmm.
You know your
I
passion.
remember for a lot of the holidays, your family would just tell me, I'll buy it, but you're gonna cook it.
Yeah.
And my ass would for years, huh?
Still to this day.
They would take us shopping, and it was like our trade. They would buy, but then I would end up making everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
That time of year is coming up.
Yeah, for sure. At the mala season.
We're probably gonna have to make a video making
Yeah.
pinchi tamales too. That's like a 2-day thing.
For real. Especially
Doing that.
with the amount of hands we have right now. It's gonna be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting pozole. I know you made it a little bit different from the way Nana used to make it.
You were not about to be on my sourdough bread talking about pozole.
Well, I don't know. I'm just kind of. We're talking about your love of food. Anyways, back. We're veering off.
It's gonna be a quick little intermission. I'm gonna go get my hair cut. I left Ricky in charge of the bread, so hopefully he don't fuck it up. Action.
That was cute. That was cute.
Or whatever.
As you could tell, I'm not very experienced in the kitchen.
He's a damn. He knows how to keep.
I mean, I do.
Ricky likes to pretend
But, I mean,
like
if
he
you-
don't know how to cook, or he'll tell me, AJ, I bet you can't make this, just to make me make it, and I'm sick of it.
Well, he knows how to make it. That's how you get it.
One thing about me, I know how to make it, baby.
One thing about me, I'm finna eat.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows.
I love a boy that can eat. I think that cooking and food is besides traveling to a place, it's the best way to experience a culture. So I think that's why I just love it so much, because I really do love history and I love learning about different cultures, and it's just a way for me to be able to express myself and transport myself to a different time, a different place, and yeah.
Yeah, I get all into it. You really do. But I see that technique with you rolling the dough. Why do you roll it like that?
That's just how you do it.
Hmm.
No,
A ball's a ball to me.
I was watching, well, okay, so the way that you roll it up like that is gonna affect the way that it springs up in the oven too. You can't just create a ball and then have the same outcome. It's like necessary to do that. I'm not just doing whatever. Like, that's the actual technique, and that's like a.
See, like me, I wouldn't know.
Right. I guess I never thought that somebody wouldn't know that.
Mm-mm.
But
Sure who wouldn't. This is why I'm here, you guys. Ask all the questions. And now you flatten it out for...
I'm not flattening it because you don't want to deflate it.
You?
You want to be gentle with it, like a baby. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you have to have some type of firmness with it. But because the whole last 2 hours, I was trying to create gas in it, and then you roll it up, create the ball. And that gas that's in there, when you put it in the oven, that's what's going to expand and create the
little bubbles.
The bubbles, and that's what's going to make the dough rise. The expansion of that gas. So.
Right now it's looking like focaccia.
You can make focaccia with that same dough. Also, you can make cinnamon rolls with that dough. Focaccia. You can make brioche. You add butter and enrich it. The recipe that I follow is the... Oh my gosh, what's that book called? I forget what the book called, but it's like my bread Bible.
Oh, yeah. You're always digging into that.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. But yeah. So you want to put it in that thing with that cloth behind there. It's called a banneton. And it's going to create a shape.
Twisting and pinching like that is what?
You're just connecting the seam. And that's going to end up being the bottom part. See, so it's like the part that's smooth that's going towards the bottom of the banneton is going to end up being the top of the loaf. And then that's rice flour. And you don't have to use rice flour either. Rice flour, when you bake it, it doesn't really brown. So the white flour compared to the brown loaf is going to create a contrast in your dough. And it just makes it look a lot prettier.
I'm not like a huge fan of like a bunch of flour like that. I know, to everybody, to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
But is that necessary for you to cake it with flour like that?
I know. How about next time you can make the loaf and you can put however much.
I'm just literally just saying.
I just told you it's gonna make a contrast, the white and then the brown.
So it's mainly for aesthetics.
It's aesthetics.
Okay, but you don't have to put that much flour on.
No.
Okay, good to know. And when he first started off making those little designs, I ain't gonna lie,
you better stop.
They were a little.
Oh my god.
Schwecko.
Wow, not him exposing me.
Literally, that same bread right there came out fucking great. Like, it looked pretty, like in the books. But I've definitely come to appreciate your love of
We eat it every single day. I was on a diet and a meal plan, but my sourdough bread in the morning, it's a non-negotiable. We have it every day.
Every single morning, we'll have a slice of bread with either avocado or butter and jelly.
Yeah, some grass-fed butter and some jam.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And then that was
Bussin'.
just eggs and
Right here, I put the ice in the Dutch oven with the lid on, and then the ice is gonna create steam, and that's gonna help your dough expand. In the oven right here, the bottom of the
put in the.
it got stuck, the heating pad.
I got it.
I wish that I could find the words to describe to you guys the feeling I get when I finally get to take a peek, that first peek of my loaves, to see the oven spring when I take the lid off. You know, sourdough bread making is a true marvel of nature, and I think with just 3 basic ingredients, flour, salt, and water, you can make something so beautiful and just as equally delicious. Don't even get me started on the smell.
You guys ready for this? Got the crumb check. I'm very happy with this loaf. Probably one of the best I've ever made. But I say that about every single loaf. Oh. What is that? I say that about every loaf. I made some chili. We're gonna eat this with some butter and then put some chili on it. But look. Yeah, boy! There you go. So beautiful. Very happy with that. I get so excited. All right, thank you guys for watching another video. It was a pleasure as always. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the things, and see you in the next one. Bye.